us personally, it's a bit less complicated than the spoon fairy. Therapist said to us somewhere this week, and we were like, oh, this sounds a lot like the spoon fairy. You know what this is? Just the way it's worded makes a little bit more sense to us. If you personally like the spoon fairy and use spoon fairy, great. It's really similar to it. Just, yeah. We don't know how to use spoon fairy to abstract, and we think this is a little less abstract. So, what the battery fairy is basically, it says that every person, your energy is like a battery, like your phone's energy. Your phone also has a battery. So like your energy is like a battery, and you wake up with a certain amount of energy. Some things give you energy, some things take energy, some don't drain energy or give you energy. We'll go more into the others later, but so it varies from person to person. How much battery you wake up with also varies day to day. How much energy you wake up with, how full your battery is. Obviously, it also varies per person. What costs you energy, what gives you energy and stuff. So yeah, I haven't seen this set with any of the other fairies before, but what our therapist told us is that you should try to, at the end of the day, have your battery at like 50% and not below. I am not fully sure as to why, but she said that's what your goal should be, like halfway full. It makes sense that you shouldn't be fully drained, because then it's harder to get your energy back up, battery full up again. That's what he said too. Yeah, so the reason why you should keep it halfway is because if it's below there, it is harder to get it back up to what it was before during your sleep and during the day as well. So you should try to keep it halfway, which was a little surprising. I thought you could just, use more of it, but also makes sense in a way. So yeah, now you wake up with a certain amount of energy, and will vary day from day depending on how you slept, how much energy you still had left over from the day before, depending, on how you wake up, stuff. And then there are activities that drain your energy. This can be anything from panicking with your thoughts about something. Like, it can be internal stuff that drain your energy, your battery, but it can also be external stuff, like going to class, taking a shower. When most people think, like, most often they say that will give you energy back. For us personally, it either drains energy from the battery or keeps it the same. You never really get energy from showering. So yeah, it can be anything external and internal that can drain your energy. I don't think if there's anything internal that can give you energy. I know being in love or just feeling love, whether romantically, platonically, or any other form of love, can give you energy. So that is, in a way, internal. Some emotions can give you a bit more energy in your battery, I guess. But also just relaxing, watching a movie, or doing something that you love doing, whether it's at your job or not, or at home. Just doing a hobby or something that can give you energy and can fill your battery. And just because an activity is like intense, like doing sport, doesn't mean it necessarily drains your battery. It can still give fill your battery up a bit or keep it at the same level because you really enjoy doing it. Even though like your body is getting a little tired, your battery can still fill up a bit, just because, the way that you feel when you sport or after you sport it. That is a little that is something that we don't fully understand. Well, we understand it, but also with some things it's a little interesting that that's the case. I'm not sure how to word it. It was surprising. Some things it was surprising. Like your energy level, like the way how much your batteries feel and how it feels, or decreases with certain activity, doesn't necessarily have to correlate with how tired you are. Like if you don't feel tired at all when you do an activity that most of the time fills your battery up, doesn't mean that because you cannot become any less tired that your battery doesn't fill. Or if you don't become more tired, your battery doesn't get drained. Was something our therapist told us, which is interesting. But yeah, you also have activities that you just kind of go through and they don't drain energy from your battery, and they also don't give you energy in your battery. It's also fair in the spoon fair. I guess that would mean that it doesn't cost any spoons. Yes. So yeah, just thought it was interesting, and it helps us to think of like our energy levels, like a battery in your phone or in your laptop, instead of the spoon theory. I don't know if we'll make a video about the spoon theory. There are a lot out there already, because we know the theory, but we don't use it because it's so abstract. This effect of like how much energy is a spoon. that is something that we don't understand. But if you want us to make a video about the spoon fair as well, just let us know. But just put spoon fairy in YouTube and you'll probably find others talk about it who actually know how to use it as well. So that might be better than hearing it from someone who isn't even sure how to use it. Maybe if Loki remembers, we'll link them up, because Loki's always the one uploading the videos and editing them. I'm trying to think of whether or not I missed anything for the battery theory. I call it the battery theory because that's what our therapist called it in Dutch. Don't know if that's the actual name for it, but seeing as how it uses a battery, probably is. So yeah. Oh yeah, one more thing. An activity doesn't necessarily always give you energy or always drain your energy. It can vary depending on how you feel at that moment while doing that activity, and just also on like how full your batteries and stuff. Sometimes scrolling through Twitter, for example, will give you energy. And other times it will drain your battery because of the things you see on Twitter. And other times it doesn't give you, like, it doesn't fill your battery and it also doesn't drain your battery. It can really depend on the day. There probably are some activities that always drain your energy or drain your battery or always fill your battery. But if for whatever reason, when you want to fill your battery up and you know this activity most of the time does that and it doesn't do that, that is not strange, okay? It's a normal thing that happens. Even with us, we looked at all the activities we've done for like 5 or 6 days. We wrote down what we did per hour and what our energy level was. And sometimes an activity gave us energy while another time it drained our energy. So yeah, it can really depend, but there are probably some activities that most of the time fill your battery and most of the time drain your energy. Just gotta figure out what those are. But yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to say about this, I think. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or whatever, leave them down below in the comments. If you want to follow us on social media, you can. It's in the description. And if you want to see more of our videos, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified when we upload a new video. We upload every Wednesday, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!